Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. And folks, the reason why I say good morning is I know we have different time zones, people for coming in from all over the world. And it's always a pleasure for us to finish the week on a Wednesday evening and also the beginning of a new month on April 2nd. Very, very exciting. So we want to welcome all of you here bright and early. Back here from Bangladesh, welcome. We have Michelle Perot. Great to see you here from Mississauga, just a few minutes from where we live in Toronto. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. We have here. We have Telma. Great from the U.S. Welcome here. We're great to have you here. We have here Yvonne from California. Great to have you here. Pamela from Santa Rosa, California. Great to see you here. We have Florcy. Great to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Vegas, we have Generation Zone. Great to have you here. So, Tammy, let's begin tonight. And by the way, folks, I want to really thank you for attending the event this past weekend. It was an absolutely amazing event. Lots of great things was announced, and some really, really good stuff that are coming about. So, Tammy, let's turn around and kind of share with the audience how we got introduced to Got Backup and how it all started for us.
Absolutely. Well, welcome everybody. So happy that we have you joining us. I love the fact that we are a global entity. There's nothing better than building a global business. Chris and I have been in the network marketing arena for many, many years, well over 25 years. And we love how this profession has transformed many people's lives, including ourselves. And the CEO, the owner of GotBackup, Joel Terrier. Some of you know him personally. Some of you known him for a long time, just like we have, and some of you are just getting to know who he is. He started up the project GotBackup, contacted Chris and I. It'll be 2 years this coming May, which is next month. It's going so fast. And he knew of our successes in the network marketing realm for so many years, building globally. He contacted us and he says, "Hey, I got this new project that we're launching. We're super excited about it, and we think you'll enjoy what you see." So we, just like you're seeing it tonight, we saw it through a video, and then of course we got on a session with Joel, and we were so excited because it is the future. And it's all about trends, right? It's all about being in front of the wave of something that's going to absolutely explode, which we're going to share with you in this session today. And for us, it was an absolute no-brainer. So,
hey, Robert, great
we're
to
on
see you
board.
here.
Super excited.
We actually met Robert live in Texas. Great to see you here, my friend, and welcome to this
Yeah, it was great
webinar. And
spending
welcome
time
to
with
all
you.
of you here. And keep in mind here, folks, this is not a customer service support where it's not a corporate presentation. It's basically led by the field leadership and the people that are actually out there building the business. So I recommend that you just go ahead and issue a ticket if you have any questions, support. But here's the reason why Tammy and I got so excited about this. We really saw, and you see here empowering families with a global opportunity, massive growth success. Well, folks, let me tell you what I saw when Joel talked about the cloud service. I thought about a company like Dropbox, who has over 700 million users. And here we are providing an income stream while providing a service. And you'll see that they're extremely generous on what they provide as a service. So I saw that people can really turn their dreams into reality. Tammy and I have many, many friends from all over the world, and we know that the economy has shifted in a way that it's difficult for people to start a business. And this was a perfect entry point. And we'll explain that to you as we go forward. I love this example here where turn your dreams into reality. You see here this family on the bottom left where the father is kind of showing off the set of keys because they brought a brand new home and they bring their family there. Is not something that will be really, really comforting for any one of you here? Think about it. What about traveling where you want to, not where you can afford to? Is not a nice concept. What about adding new members of the family? We understand today, buying diapers and baby food. And I mean, let's think about this for the next 18 years. It could be a lot more than that. We understand it's very, very expensive. And people are questioning, can we afford having, two, three, one, two, or three kids in the house? And the fact that should not be a question. If you want 4 kids, if you want 10 kids, if you want 15 kids, we used to do that in the past, right? It shouldn't be a question. It's a desire. Would not be nice. And the last point here, folks, is you see here the retirement. retirements have changed because of investments, and we know there's a shift going on, and things will stabilize, folks. Don't worry. But at the end of the day, here's what's important: is that you're always aware of creating different stream of incomes, and this is exactly what we want to talk to you about. It's a wonderful venture. It's very, very useful. The price point is extremely affordable, but the impact could be absolutely massive. Back to you, Tammy.
And it truly is about impact. And we're all about helping average people. We always say average people, but honestly, anybody who loves a challenge, anybody who wants to get ahead in life, anybody who wants to, do whatever it takes to create that dream life, those are the people we want to really help build this business model, and to share this GotBackup service. Once you get to know the value of what's behind this, you'll want to tell everybody.
You're absolutely correct, Tammy. And see, the company began in 1997 in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. Now they moved into Texas, close to San Antonio, Texas. And the point here is, I remember when I met Joel back in the early 2000s, and I was using his service. I was hosting a website on his servers, and he was telling me that the bandwidth that they were providing to their inline consumer could not support the growth they were seeing. Imagine that. So they had to move, and this is like over 25 years ago. And he moved into a 10,000 square feet data center, which, by the way, is paid in full. This is what I love about it. This is a debt-free company. So, folks, this is really exciting. And let me share a video for you so you can see what Joel is sharing. And Tammy and I were there last week. It's a massive office. It's absolutely amazing. Let's hear it from Joel here.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm gonna code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if, God forbid, there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure.
And folks, to see the rest of this video, you can certainly access it from your back office. So let's see here. Where's my presentation? Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. A little bit of a slow computer tonight. So what's happening here, folks, is there's some indicators that are important to keep in mind when you want to invest your time, invest your money, and decide if how bright is the future. Well, let me give you some clues here that I know Tammy and I have been doing for years, and it has served us very, very well. Let me share with you what we saw with GotBackup. Number one, let's talk about the global trend. Number one, Tammy.
Yeah, and as you can see here, there's almost 15 billion devices in the world today. And what are everybody doing with their devices? They are filling them up, and even faster today with everything that's going on, the high speed, like everything that's, the pictures are a lot clearer. So people are just using their data like crazy. And this is a massive trend for every single one of us.
That's absolutely correct. And if you look here, the percentage of mobile global traffic here, folks, from 2011, 2023, I know it's a bit of an older slide, but it's because these are real data, folks, from 2011, 6% to 60% in 2023. This is absolutely massive. Let's get an up-to-date slide here. The cloud storage market worldwide from 2022 to 2030, folks, went from 90 billion in revenue to $500 billion. Folks, this is a huge, huge indicator. That's why we're telling you this is a really amazing opportunity. Price point, we'll cover that in a minute. But what's interesting is everybody needs this. As Tammy shared earlier, we're using our devices. They're getting smarter and smarter and smarter. Let's talk about our cell phone addiction.
Yeah, we're using it for everything, right? Every single one of us are using our phones regularly through alarms, through different aspects. YouTube, it's something that I'm on all the time. When I want to learn something really quick, I hop on YouTube. We use it to pay our bills, just a simple click, and we're paying the bills. And I find it's an easy way to connect. We never had that opportunity in the past. Our kids are living in Canada right now, and we come to the US to get out of the snow, and it's such an easy way to connect with our kids on such a regular basis. So I absolutely believe that every single person on the planet is using devices to be able to connect so easily.
I totally agree with you, Tammy. And folks, because of the use of our data storage and so forth and our phones and devices, there's a data loss growing concern where 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their cell phones or in a result lost their data. Folks, think about it. It's a piece of your soul that you can never get back if you lose the device and everything happens to be in that device. 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. And these numbers, don't quote me exactly on that because obviously it changes all the time. But laptop, cell phones stolen every 43 seconds.
Yeah. In this chart, I mean, every single person that I talk to always share that they got that message that their storage is almost full and they have to make a decision whether they increase their payout to get more storage, or they have to start removing stuff from their devices. I know I went through that in December with my computer, and we've been through it in the past. So what we're gonna share with you very shortly, you are gonna be blown away by the value that we're offering all of you.
Absolutely. I apologize for a little bit of a gap that Tammy and I are dealing with here. We'll figure it out a little later. But see, at this point here, folks, is the global trend number two is making more money. That is a fact. 42% of Americans have side businesses today. 62% of Gen Z folks, that's 18 to 25 years of age. What about the rest of the world, folks? This is what's going on. People are looking for an opportunity, but in the same time, they need to be able to afford it. We have exactly what people need. You can leverage these global trends with GotBackup. That's why we got very, very excited right from the beginning. Let's talk about the product that we offer here, Tammy.
Yeah, and I've never seen anything like this before. You get 6 terabytes. You have on your account, you have 5 additional members. It's a phenomenal program for families, unlimited devices, all of this for $10 a month. It's an insane value. When we saw it, we just jumped on board, just like everybody else that we talked to. And of course, you can see here, it's the only a payout by telling other people the huge value that GotBackup has for everybody.
That's what makes it so exciting, folks. Let's look at the big 3 competitors here. iCloud, $997. Dropbox, $999. Dropbox, $999. Google Drive, $999. They're all within 2 terabytes, okay? And the users may vary. We are at $997, 6 separate accounts here, folks. 6 terabytes of data. This is absolutely amazing. And there's some updates that are coming. If you were at our event this past weekend, there's some really exciting things that are actually coming about. But let's go look at it again. iCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive, folks. 360, 660, 216, an average of 6 terabytes per users. Again, less than $100, $99.97, and we have all the good stuff. This is unbelievable value. And you know, folks, there's so much more than cloud that it's offered with the $997 a month or the $99.97 a year. This is what makes me so excited. So tell me, let's summarize what we got here.
Yeah, so you have 6 terabytes of data storage. It's $997 a month, and that includes 6 accounts. So what I love about the 6 accounts, just so you know, you can decide how much data you want to give to that person. So you have that choice out of your 6 terabytes. It includes up to obviously 6 accounts. You have any device that you can use. You saw the security video where the storage is, and anybody who joins that wants a refund, which once people set their stuff up, nobody wants to go back to 2 terabytes when they have available 6, but there is a 30-day money back guarantee.
I totally agree. So folks, let's watch how simple it is to get started. I'm going to show you a video on how to install this on your iPhone. There's 2 apps to run, one for your laptop and one for your iPhone. Let's check the one on the iPhone. Really, really simple.
This is a quick walkthrough of how to install your GotBackup app onto your mobile device. In this case, I'm using the Android Galaxy, but the process is the same also on an iPhone. So to download your app, there's 2 ways to do this. You can either come to the Play Store. On an iPhone, it's called just the App Store, and just search for GotBackup. And there it is. Or we could come to our members area and go to use this tool, and then you will see it here on your dashboard. So again, I'm using my Android device. So I'm going to go ahead and click this, and it's going to take me to my Google Play Store. If you're on an iPhone, it will take you to your App Store on your iPhone device. So I'm going to go ahead and install that. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and open it. It's going to ask you to log into your account. Go ahead and allow all your notifications so it could let you know that everything's being uploaded properly, and go ahead and put in your unique ID. Once logged in, you will be asked to let GotBackup access your photos and videos on your mobile device. Select Allow. Without having to do anything, an Android upload folder was automatically created for me. Neat! If you are on an iPhone, the folder will be called iPhone Upload. Now, depending on how many photos and videos is on your device, your first backup might take some time. So it is highly recommended that your device is on a charger and is connected to Wi-Fi. It is a good idea to start your first backup in the evening and keep your GotBackup app open and let it back up overnight. One more thing I'd like to point out. If I tap on these three little lines on the top left corner and tap on Settings, you will see these three boxes under Monitor are automatically checked. Auto Upload will automatically upload all future photos and videos taken on your device to your GotBackup cloud. Camera Roll Upload will back up all existing photos and videos that are stored on your device to your GotBackup cloud. And Upload Only on Wi-Fi will only back up your data while connected to Wi-Fi. If you have an unlimited data plan, you can uncheck this. So if I come to my gallery, I'm going to have a slew of pictures from over the years. This is actually Joel's phone, so if I come to my albums, I have almost 1,400 pictures. Alright, so if I come to my app, come back to my menu and click Transfers, you're going to see all my pictures now are uploading. Since this might be a large upload at first and I have a low battery, it's highly recommended that you plug into a power source. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, now that's finished. We can now see that our Android upload has all been categorized by what year these photos were taken. These were taken in 2021. And this was just recently. So that's pretty much it. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward.
This is what I love about the program. It is really easy. It is really straightforward. And Saturday, Tammy and I are going to be doing a training on utilizing the email that comes with the $997. It's amazing what you get for that. But let me go back to the presentation here, folks. This is the only cloud storage that pays you. That's what Tammy shared earlier. So making with money with GotBackup is absolutely amazing. So Tammy, let's briefly cover how does that work.
Yeah, so you can see there's three that are highlighted, and that's really the foundation of building a team. And then Chris is going to briefly go through the other bonuses as you start growing in the company. So number one is the customer acquisition bonus, CAB. And that's when you introduce somebody who also wants to be a member. If they join at the $10 a month, you're going to get 200% upfront. And that's the company's way of saying thank you for introducing the person into the company. And then if they decide, you know what, I'm just going to go for the year, I have a 2-month savings, so I'm just going to run with the $99.97, and you're going to get 50% upfront, which is phenomenal upfront incentives. And of course, 25% on all packages, VIP package, any package that they roll out in the future, you're going to get 25%. And then you can see on the bottom, just briefly, the customers only, you get 25% every single month for a customer that just wants to use the service.
Yeah. And the 25%, folks, is really awesome for all the VIPs that are available. So let's cover with some examples, Tammy.
Yeah, absolutely. So 20, if you had 20 direct referrals that join and they're coming in, let's say they come in on the monthly, which is a $10, you get $20 times 20 people. That's $400 in commission. And you're never limited to the amount of people that you bring in. And I can tell you right now, most people don't even know about GotBackup around the world. Example, 20 customers, 25%, $2.50 per person times 20 customers. You've got $50 ongoing every single month just to have people use the system.
It's
and again, no limitation.
Absolutely amazing. And sorry, Tommy, if I tend to be cutting you off, there's a bit of a gap on your end. So sometimes I think you're done. So what's happening here, folks, is the second one is what we call cycle earning. Let me explain to you how that works. We have a 2-team tree. That's what we're building. When you sponsor a person that you have 50 people or 1,000 individual or 2 people, you can put it on your right side or your left side. As you see the example of indirect referral, well, that's someone that happens to be above you, sharing the same leg as you because there's only 2 legs to place people, right? On the right side, you can see the direct that's underneath their indirect. Well, that's yours that will benefit the indirect. So this is what makes it so powerful. So now that I've explained the 2-team tree structure, let me explain to you the cycle bonus. See, there are 2 tiers, tier 1, tier 2. The difference is tier 2 is a little bit more than double than tier 1. And how will that vary? It will vary based on the company's profitability, but also based on your rank. And I'll come back to that in a minute. Now, how do you work on this? Number one is you need to be active. Just like you're ordering your service at Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, whatever. Words are not coming easy to me today. Netflix, whatever.
Shopify.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. As long as you're paying for your services, you have access to them. Well, that's the very first thing that you need to do. First of all, to be in a position to earn commission. Number two, you need to enroll 2 people, one on your left team and one on your right team. So these are 2 people that pay for the year, or they pay monthly, whatever they choose. As long as you got one on the left, one on the right, you are now qualified. Now, how does that trigger? How do you trigger the cycle bonus? Well, you need to have a total of 6 people in your team. This could be combined from the 2 that you brought in and the people they brought in, or someone above you that's working with you. It may not be, but often it happens. And the combination of all of that, it needs to see 6 bodies on a ratio of 4:2. 4 on one side and 2 on the other side. Doesn't matter what side that is. When that happens, it's one cycle. Again, the value of a cycle, it's tier 1 or tier 2. It is based on the company's profitability and based on your rank. My question to you, and as we're presenting here, how many of you have an idea of how many cycles do you want? Think of your monthly responsibility and figure out how many cycles do I need. Now, the cycle could vary, but let's say you want to you want to have 1,000 cycles, maybe 2,000 cycles. Well, but what about 10,000 cycles? Well, think of it. Think again of Dropbox, who has 700 million users. I'm trying to share with you the vision of what the possibility that's coming over here. That's how important this could become as this grows. Number 3, folks, this is really significant. Let me explain to you why. This is called matching bonus on the team performance. Every time you sponsor someone to your business, if they start building their business and they start earning cycle income, you realize that you can earn. When I say you can earn, because it is based on your rank. You have to be a sapphire, and I'll come back to that in a minute, for you to start earning what we call the matching bonus cycles. So what happens is, let's say you sponsor me, Tammy, or anyone, and that person happens to be cycling, 100 times. Well, for you, that would be 25 cycles. Are you with me? So you can make up to $1,000 as a sapphire on the cycles. Now, folks, you could sponsor someone that just explode with this thing. So that means a cycle could be more than 1,000, but you can't make more until you move up to an emerald. And that's by helping people becoming copper. And I'll come back to you in a moment. But look at the numbers here. From $1,000 to $20,000 per person based on the amount of cycles that they are generating. Do you understand the potential here, folks? I'm not saying this is what you're going to make. That's what I'm saying is the potential. This is absolutely massive. And the other 4 ways, these are bonuses that are paid to you as you move up in rank. And I'll show you a moment what happens when you reach to goal and how do you get to goal. But the moment you're a goal, you get what we call generation bonus. Sometimes some of you are saying, I have a really big line on one side, but I don't have the other side and didn't do much. You can get paid on that big line, on that big side. And this is based on the $10 every single month that people spend. You get 2.5% on that. It may not seem like a lot at the beginning, but folks, it quantifies. Dynamic compression is exactly like number 4, but you go deeper into your business as you move up in rank. Rank bonus pool, again, as you move up in rank, you get a bonus just for reaching that rank. You maintain the rank, bonus comes to you. And then leadership bonus, as again, is other bonuses that comes in as you start getting into a role of leadership. Tammy, let's share with the audience here how simple it is to start duplicating this.
Yeah, it's super simple. It's simple to talk to people about it because everybody has data storage issues. And so for the sign up, it's very simple. We'll expand on that, but it's super simple. And then you bring your first 2, one left, one right. Chris showed the team structure, one left, one right, and go out and do the same thing. Go and get a couple more people. That's what we did when we first started. And as you start talking to people, everybody's looking for it. Some of you are online that are really doing amazing on online marketing, building lists and, creating campaigns and stuff like that. Kudos to you. for having these skills, and you just need to duplicate. That's it, you guys. It is duplicate simplicity, and your organization will thrive.
That's an understatement.
$20 fee, that's an annual fee, and you decide whether you want to pay monthly or you want to pay yearly. We highlighted yearly because most people are going to pay the year up front, having that kind of set and forget and not having these monthly payments going on. But some people prefer monthly. So whatever works for you is always best.
That's absolutely correct, Tammy. And how many countries are we in today?
154. Oh my, it's growing so fast. I can't believe how many countries have come on board. And again, everybody, we talk to people in different markets around the world, and this is massive to them. Like North America, we're like, oh, this is really cool. This is great value. But for them, it's super great value. So don't forget to talk to people in the international markets because it's a huge value.
I totally agree, Tammy. And something that's really important, folks, is recognition. Baby cry for it, adults die for it. And let me kind of walk you through this. You notice here bronze. This is a ladder of growth from bronze all the way up to black diamond. Black diamond, folks, this is where the big money is being made. But in the process, you need to build your team. And how do you build your team? Well, first of all, you need to go out there and introduce this business. And we have all these marketing tools for people to see what we have to offer. And you become a bronze. And the moment you sponsor one on your left, one on your right, you become a copper. You're asking here, what do I need to do to build my business? You need to duplicate that. You came in, you brought two. The person came in, they bring two. And if this keeps happening, you keep bringing copper into your business, you're going to move up in rank and the volume will grow. As a silver, that means that someone in your team actually reached copper. It could be someone you brought in or someone who were brought in by somebody you brought in. Okay. And as a goal, you got 5 people you personally bring into the business. And out of that, 3 of them became copper. It may not even have to be them. It could be someone that they brought in become copper. You see how powerful that is? And then at this point, you're a goal, right? You remember when we talk about the bonuses, the 2.5% from all the people from certain levels? What happens is this occurs when you goal. So now you start adding another stream of income to your business. As a platinum, that's because you help another person to become copper. And instead of 25 people on your team that you need, like as a goal, you need 40. But it's not you bringing 40. It's the combined effort of the team that does exactly what Tammy shared earlier by duplicating the concept. Now you're a platinum. You know what's cool? You move from tier 1 to tier 2, folks. You just double your income, more than double your income by helping a few people doing simple steps. As a sapphire, if you recall, to start cycling the bonus, right? To start earning the bonus cycles, this is when you reach sapphire. Now, everybody you bring in, whatever they earn in cycles, you have a percentage based on your rank. Isn't that awesome? And you have all these other bonuses that keeps paying off as you move up in rank. That is extremely, extremely powerful. Let's summarize the support that we have here, Tammy.
Yeah, so you have personalized referral links, you have a personalized landing page, an email marketing system that is built in, and Chris and I are going to do a training on that on Saturday. For those of you who are not leveraging email marketing, you're really missing out. This is embedded into the back office. It's so cool. You've got marketing tools to be able to leverage. And you've got regular online presentation. The company offers an online presentation, which is Wednesday night that we're doing. We bring in guests from time to time and other leaders, different languages around the world are also doing presentations. We've got team trainings through the company every single Saturday. Lots of new things are coming. The support is there. You know, if you're seeing this for the first time and you're like, oh my gosh, I got to get this value, right? Become a member, get the value. And don't worry what you don't know, because you're going to learn in the process. And just like all of us have, and we all built our foundation, and now we're exploding into the markets.
So in a summary, folks, we have a product that everyone needs in a business that everyone can afford. So if you are looking at this for the first time, go to GotBackupLive.com. The link that you clicked on was probably sent by someone that invited you here. The system will recognize them that they belong to you, as a matter of fact. Okay, so go to GotBackupLive.com and sign up right now. What I'd love to do at this point, just to show you what your back office look like. This is really, really cool. So let me just remove this and let's bring this up over here. Okay, so you can see you have your rank over here. You have your support over here. If you're looking for questions on anything, that's where you click on. It will take you with the support, and everything is going to be shared with you, the details, whatever you need. Now, what I want you to focus on is use this tool. When you click on use this tool, it will take you right here. Okay, now you see here, it shows me how much I'm using for my cloud, so I'm making use of it big time. And what's important here, folks, is the very first thing you want to do, if you sign up in this business or you sign up anybody in this business, you want to install either the Windows version or the Mac version. Why is that so important? Because it's going to install the application here. Okay. And the moment this happens you can see here that I backed up at 7:20. Okay, to this evening. Now it's doing another backup in real time. It's doing an incremental backup. For you that knows time capsule with Apple, it's kind of like that. Okay, it just keeps bringing up. And what's really cool here is you can restore your files. I'm not going to get into the details right now. You can click on this link here, and it's going to take you to your cloud, which I'm going to go right now. Okay, so this is my cloud. You can see here that I have 3 computers. This is what these box means. So when you click on show files, and you won't see this right now, guys, this is a feature that was introduced this weekend. I have it because I had to practice it, to talk about it, to show it. But this is so cool because when you click on that, once you've done your full backup, you click on this, what's going to happen? It's going to show me my computer, right? This is my computer. This is every single documents that I have on my computer. Really, really awesome. So let's say my computer is packed and it's full, and I don't have enough space and it's not running well. Well, you do your incremental backup like I just showed you earlier. You install the software, and then when it's there, you know your files are there. You can start removing them from your local drive, and now your computer is empty again, or it has a lot more space, so you can start breathing, and you don't have to buy a new computer. I don't know if that sounds exciting to you, but it is to me. This is a PC I have back home. Okay, this is in Toronto. It was done last year. The computer was turned down at that time last year. And this is this computer over here, which I need to activate, which is my computer right behind me here. Same thing over here. Okay. Now it goes beyond that. I also backed up my phone. If you remember on the call, we had a little video showing you how to install on your cell phone, either the Apple device or the Android device. Well, this is it here. You can see my iPhone. I have all my pictures in here. So let's say from 2024, you can see from January to December, all my pictures are in here. If I go back to 2025, you see we're in April right now. So for those of you that have seen the presentation before, you noticed I have these 3 directories. Now I created a new one because now I take pictures every day. There's always something I do. So it's over here. So this is my phone stuff. This is the collaborate and share. And this is really exciting, folks, because I can drag and drop files from my computer. Okay, I can drag and drop files from my computer right into this window, and then it will start copying these files over here. I do this all the time. And what's happening here is you can collaborate and share. So if I go back, for example, to my computer here, and this, I call that GotBackup, and in here I have some things I was sharing. So this is a mentoring program that Tammy have. Let's say if I go back, we have a book over here. Right. So these are all the details. Everything is there, folks. I'm very, very, very organized. My computer is like a tax audit. I mean, not everything is clean and clear, and it's easy to find. And if I want to collaborate and share this with someone, well, if I go, excuse me, back over here, let's just pick a file here, GotBackup, and I go back to, I don't know, let's say my presentation Zoom, and let's see here. This is a presentation. So for example, let's say I want to share this flyer. I can click on this flyer, right click on this. I can share this flyer, and I can turn around. People can view it. I can create a link, and I can get copy. And here it is. I'm going to put it right here for everybody to click on. And boom, when you click on this, you will actually see that's good. That's where I'm sharing my file. And the collaborating, I can go into more details there, but tonight I'm not going to go into a lot of details. But if let's say we're both working on a PowerPoint, we can both work on that PowerPoint together. So this is really, really, really exciting. The last thing I want to share with you here, that's why I don't want to spend too much time on that, is the reseller tool. I have it here. Excuse me, I have it over here. Sorry, guys, I have a little bit of a cold here today. So you say, how do I promote my business? Well, all the links are here, folks. You got some advertising, ad copy, pre-enrollees, banners, social media. If you want to sell someone, you just want to tell them about something and they don't know what it's all about, give them that link. Okay. And then from there, they're going to see the little video and they're interested to put their name and their email. And now you can follow up with them. If someone wants to sign up right away, then give them that link. You give them that link over here. Don't click on this link here, folks, because that's my personal link. I'm just giving you an example here because I got this from my back office. And often I will click on get started and I will take this entire link. I'm going to share that link. Okay. And then someone can sign up on the spot and sponsor either for the year or the month. It's really, really straightforward. That's what I love about that. And let's say someone is very skeptical and they're not sure. You can give them that link over here. This one will give them an opportunity to install their GotBackup and their phones and start backing up their stuff with a nice little video. And then all they need to do is put their email and everything else, and then they'll have access to an account for 7 days. After that, they start receiving emails saying, hey, do you want to activate? Folks, it's amazing the tools that we have available to build your business. And earlier, someone was saying, does GotBackup provide leads? Yes. If you want to, you can get some leads and to build your business. And there's an email marketing. We're not going to get into all of this. And if, let's say, some of you are very new, you have no experience in this business, you don't know how to build this, you can go to the VIP coaching. That's another program that will teach you how to build network marketing, online marketing, email marketing. At the end of the day, folks, everything is here for you to learn. Nothing, absolutely nothing is missing. So at the end of the day, we're always excited to share this opportunity with everybody because we know the future. But what's important, folks, is understand what you're dealing with here. It's a $10 offer. It is so inexpensive. And as people start growing and start using the service, folks, it's amazing how this can grow for you. Tammy, do you have anything you want to share as we end?
Yeah, I'm more organized than ever. I used to have Dropbox and I was paying that yearly. And then I've got Google documents. I had everything kind of all spread out. I had some in my computer. Now everything's structured in my GotBackup system, the back office and on the app, and easily accessible. And I've never felt so relief for the organization part of it. I think some of you might get what I'm saying. When you can't find something, it's so annoying. And now the structure's there. It's phenomenal. I love it.
Totally agree.
We'll teach you guys how to do all this stuff.
Absolutely. Saturday, don't miss what we're going to be talking about here. We're going to be showing you how to use the lead capture system that GotBackup offers to you by default with your $997. And don't miss the Saturday call. We're going to spend a lot of time with you here. It's going to be about an hour. And at the end of the day, folks, all we do is we share this information with others and let them decide what it's all about. So thank you so much for attending. Really appreciate you. Every Friday morning, because we have a lot of friends from different time zones, at 11 o'clock Eastern time, we do another presentation. It's on a different YouTube channel, but you're very welcome. If you're in a Telegram group, you're welcome to join in. And the link is going to be in there to join in. And don't miss the Saturday training. So we teach you how to utilize the lead capture system. Have yourself a great rest of your evening, folks. And thank you so much for attending. Bye for now.
Thank you.